Y'all are pissing me off, bro. Y'all are making me mad, bro. Because why am I sitting on TikTok? I'm sitting on YouTube. I'm sitting everywhere, bro. Talking about who's the GOAT, who's the big three, who's the best rapper, bro. And all y'all want to have different arguments, bro. All y'all want to tell me something different. Hold on, let me turn on that light. And what I don't understand, bro, when we're having this conversation about who the best rapper is, okay, we should all be having the same conversation. Okay, when I say what's the best fast food restaurant, we talk about price. We talk about quality. We talk about quantity, variety. These are all like staples, okay, that we all talk about and we all respect. But when we talk about best rapper, y'all can't seem to come to a consensus, bro. I'm over here talking about Kendrick got the best bars, and y'all want to say Drake has the best numbers. Like, what are we talking about here? What constitutes you as the best rapper? That's my genuine question, because when I'm talking about the best rapper, okay, and I talk about this on TikTok a little bit, so check out my TikTok. But anyway, when I think about the best rapper, okay, I'm thinking about a couple categories. One, I'm thinking about if they write their bars, okay? I was talking with my homie Sadesh. Shout out Sadesh, my roommate, my gang, my twin. Okay? I was talking to Sadesh, and he was like, well, I don't really care about bars in hip-hop. Like, I don't care if you write them. Like, as long as they're good, that's all I care about. I don't care about if you write them. Now, for me, I'm a hip-hop, like, purist, bro. I'm a hip-hop purist. So when it comes to, like, hip-hop, I'm thinking about the origins. I'm thinking about, like, what makes hip-hop great to me. I'm thinking about, like, what a lot of rappers value in the game itself, okay? And we can go back to the origins of, like, freestyling. We can go back to the origins of, like, being an MC. We can go back to the origins of rap itself. And you'll see that you writing your own bars was fundamental, okay? And we have rappers that talk about this. I mean, Kendrick, I think, has some ghostwriter, like, coming at ghostwriter bars. Like, people not writing their own raps or, like, lying in their raps. He definitely has some bars about that. I remember he has, like, a diabetes sugar bar or something like that. So I definitely remember that bar. Andre 3000 and Solo by Frank Ocean talked about, like, learning about a lot of people not writing their own raps and how he was disappointed. Maybe he put in, like, too much work. And there's many rappers that talk about ghostwriting being bad. And that's only to I'm going to bring this up to further my argument that that's, like, a fundamental thought, a fundamental theory of hip-hop. Like, that's just a thing about hip-hop. People do not like when you don't write your own bars. That's just how it is. Even in battle rapping, bro. Battle rapping, you better write your own bars, bro. If you don't write your own bars and you battle rapping, gang, you're cooked. If they figure that out, you're cooked. You're done. It's over for you. It's done. It's cooked. So that's one category. The next category is impact, okay? And I think this impact is where a lot of y'all Drake fans get confused, okay? And Kendrick mentions this in his diss. He talks about Prince outlived Mike Jack, and that's to talk about impact and cultural importance and stuff like that. Now, when we talk about Drake, I think he's well known, okay? I think he's one of the biggest rappers, artists of all time, okay? And that's for sure. That's without a doubt. You can't deny it. Numbers are objective, okay? But when we talk about Kendrick, we're talking about a whole different level of impact, okay? We're talking about literal beautiful art pieces, like the Mona Lisa, or like, I don't really like the Mona Lisa. I don't even want to use the Mona Lisa as an example. But we're talking about, like, Picasso, like, things like that. Like, this is somebody who's, like, the biggest of all time in, like, the artist sphere between all genres. He has a Pulitzer Prize for Damn, which is not even his best album, bro. Like, these things are reasons why Kendrick's impact is so much different and so much better than, in my opinion, Drake. Like, Drake, you can bring up numbers, but what they're going for is just so wildly different. It's so wildly different. Drake is looking for the numbers. Kendrick is not. If Kendrick was looking for the numbers, it'd be Kendrick every time. He'd be on tour every year. He'd be dropping an album every year. But then his impact would not be the level that it is. When Kendrick drops an album, you have to take it in a digest. Like, Kendrick could have made if you're reading this, it's too late, but Drake could never make a T-Pab. Drake could never make The Heart Part 5. And there's no diss to Drake. No one else can. It's just Kendrick in that lane of importance. I think maybe even J. Cole could. J. Cole maybe could. He has a similar level of impact, just not on the scale of Kendrick, in my opinion. But, bro, the other category that I decipher and distinguish that a lot of people I don't think, like, are really talking about is, like, bodies of work. Does it stand the test of time? The thing is, I don't really think I don't really think Drake is standing the test of time. Okay? And that's just being honest. That's just keeping it a buck, being 350, 100. Okay? I think Drake has great music. I think Drake has beautiful music. But in terms of like what's going to be talked about throughout time, I think it's going to be Kendrick. Okay? I mean, I think Kendrick just has... I mean, a lot of people will agree that T-Pab is the best hip-hop album of all time. At least it's next to Illmatic. Drake is not in that conversation. Not in that conversation. So when we're talking about, like, best rapper, I think these categories you really have to look at. I think flow is in there. Lyrics are in there. Kendrick is beating Drake, I think, in all those categories. I think the only arguable one, just depending on how you phrase it, is impact. I think that's the only argument where people have like an argument that I can really see and understand why they're going there. As when people talk about like J. Cole it compares to Kendrick in terms of rapping and hip hop ability, but I just don't think he has that like classic, debatable best hip hop album of all time. I don't think he has the best flow necessarily, and yeah, I don't think he has the best lyrics compared to Kendrick. Now, what J. Cole does that I think Kendrick needs to do more is his level of frequency and his level of currentness within the hip-hop space. He's on every album alive. He will hop on literally anything, bro, just to body you and leave. And J. Cole does that crazy. And that's why I believe he should be compared in the Big Three conversation. Now, a lot of y'all, I talked about Ye. Okay, I talked about Ye having beef with Kendrick and Drake and him not being the GOAT of rap specifically. Y'all are not going to sit here and tell me, bro. Y'all are not going to sit here and tell me that Kanye is the best rapper alive. If you say that to me, I leave. Click out of the video right now. The best rapper? No. If you say he's the best artist, best producer, most influential, I will give you those things. That's an argument that I can back, okay? Because on like, I think in general, I believe that Ye has moments of being the greatest artist alive, for sure. I think his album run is crazy. I think his bodies of work and influence are of a magnitude that we can't even comprehend yet. But in terms of verses, lyrics, meaning, impact, no. In terms of just straight spitting, and the categories that I gave, no, bro. He's not comparing to that. He is not comparing that to that at all, bro. At all. He's not beating Kendrick in lyrics. He's not beating Kendrick in flow. He's not beating Kendrick in meaning. Okay? Now, he has some great bodies of work. Great bodies of work. And he has a lot of meaning spread out through those albums. A lot of albums of self-reflection. I think Ye, in terms of lyrics and impact, his impact and just level of vulnerability, was at his highest on Ye. But I don't think that's comparing to Mr. Morale. I don't think that's comparing to Good Kid, Mad City. But that's not to say that Ye is not great. I just don't think he's in the rapper debate, like the best rapper debate. And I think especially when it comes to like the most recent bodies of work that he's dropped, he's just not. It's honestly, it's like if LeBron was only dropping 5 points per game. It's like, we're not even going to bring him up right now. Like, I can't do it. When he retires, let's have this conversation. But if he's dropping 5 points, bro, I don't want to have the conversation. Now, if Ye was pulling a current LeBron, like dropping 30 points a night or 25 points a night, that's a debatable conversation. But Ye has not had a good verse in I don't know how long, since Life of Pablo, to be honest. Or maybe like a song on Donda. But he is not in my GOAT rapper debate. Y'all are tweaking. I will take the hard stance. I normally don't take hard stances. Ye is not in the conversation of best rapper. Best artist, best, I don't know, producer. Yes, maybe. We can have that conversation. But I think even in terms of like culturally, his impact to the culture, to black culture, I think when you look at his influences across artists, it's massive. It's so large. But in terms of like one body of work, like comparing to Kendrick's T-Pab or Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City, I just don't think. I think he's close to Kendrick for sure, but I don't think he's beating Kendrick in terms of impact. And I love Ye. I genuinely love Ye. I love Kanye. This is not a diss at Kanye. It's just that we're talking about there's levels. Okay. I think what Kendrick does is just so core to what rap is, hip hop is. And as a fan of just rap, hip hop, as a art form, and as like really admire its beauty and grace, I just don't know. Like Drake is not writing his own bars; he has ghostwriters. I meant to add that in. Definitely forgot to bring that up. But that's another part of this argument is like ghostwriters. Okay, like Drake has ghostwriters. Kanye has ghostwriters. He's not even ghostwriters. They're credited on the albums, on the songs. It's not even hidden anymore. Kendrick, I don't believe has that. I don't think Kendrick has writers. J. Cole doesn't have writers. They both are like prideful on the fact of that. They don't have writers. People like Andre 3000. I think Nas and Illmatic. I think Outkast, which is like Andre too, but like Big Boy in there too. But yeah, I think just in terms of hip hop purity, like Kendrick for me has to be the best rapper alive. Has to be. Like without it, it's not a question to me. But I do enjoy the conversation and debates. I honestly think if you're a Drake fan and you want to say he's the best rapper alive, that's your GOAT. You're gonna say that either way. Like it's like having the LeBron Jordan debate. Like you're gonna pick your side and stay there, and like both sides can be argued. I feel less of that though. I feel like it's hard to argue for Drake, but you can do it, and I respect it, and I'll have the conversation every day. But as always, man, that's pretty much the end of my video. Please check out my other platforms. Support your boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Not really a crazy amount of updates. Just been chilling. Started my new job like yesterday, so life is coolin'. A little bit of a commute. I get off a little bit later, so my videos are starting to be uploaded like a little bit later, but that's only temporary till this pops off. So we're waiting on that, gang. We waiting on that, and I can't wait for the day. To be honest, I can't wait for it. But we're still gonna be grinding, doing it for the love of the sport, okay? But we will be the best. I'm competitive for real, so it's nothing I can do. But yeah, so not a crazy amount of updates. YouTube's been doing well. TikTok's been kind of steady. Been good though. I've been getting a lot of views. Not a lot of followers though, so. That's on and off for me. Instagram, I'm still losing followers for sure. I think I've lost at least 600 followers. Like since that video hit 5 mil like a couple months ago, we just like slowly go down in follower count because I don't know. I don't know if I got to switch up my content. It's kind of hard. I don't have a consistent streaming schedule. I'm getting this new job. Like my schedule's in the air right now, so we're figuring that out. So hopefully I can stream one day this week. I'm not sure. Maybe Thursday. Possibly, but we'll see. We'll see. But as always, man, I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Thank you for always supporting. Check out my other platforms. I post mad content on there, so I just talk about different things. But as always, I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Peace out. Be smooth.